Hey, what's going on, NFL fans, Atlanta Falcons fans? This your boy, Antoine Smitty Sports Machine, man. Y'all know I get down. Y'all know I do it. If y'all tuned in before, press that subscribe button. Also, press that notification bell to get my videos. As soon as I drop them, press that like button to help me get my recommendations up to get my video through the YouTube universe. I greatly appreciate y'all as always. Right quick, very quick, um, in, inspiring news. Um, Atlanta Falcon coaches, defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich, position coach. Um, they have been raving about James Pearce, and rightfully so. Now, a lot of analysts and people out there doing the draft, they were kind of concerned about the Falcons moving back up into the first round to take James Pearce, but they done their homework on him, and at some point in the draft, from rumors that I've heard and I've heard many times, the Falcons were pretty much at an impasse on whether to pick Jalen Walker or James Pearce. Well, fate had it that the Falcons ended up getting both guys. They took Jalen Walker at pick 15, and then at pick 26, they get another edge rusher in James Pearce. So they get a dynamic duo, two for the price of one. And yes, it cost them a first round pick next year, but what's wrong with thinking ahead? That first round pick next year, um, it may not even be as important as we think because the Falcons in win now mode. They've added veteran pieces around these young guys and Leonard Floyd. They brought back veterans Taquan Graham, Kentavia Street. Braylon Trice is coming from injury. Arnold Ebiketie. I mean, so they're in a good place to succeed. But James Pearce is pretty much head above heels as far as how far he's come along since the draft and what he possesses skill wise. Jeff Ulbrich said his demonstrated win rate, his demonstrated bag of moves, whether it's beating you with his 4-4 speed or his ability to counter, um, that I don't think he gets enough credit for amount of power he has in his body as well. If y'all know, he's on about 245, 250. And that's slim because if y'all been watching my channel, y'all can go back to that short I made to somebody's line. Um, he doesn't look 245. He looks about 255, 260. But that's muscle mass, and look, ain't nothing wrong with that. But Ulbrich also said he's got the full arsenal. Can we improve it? There's no doubt. But the starting point is so much better than most, and what they mean by that, he's ahead of the curve. And a lot of things that some pass rushers don't possess coming into the league, they have to learn or they have to keep training until they get to that point. He may be ahead in the film room. He may be ahead in pass rush moves. And I pray to God he finds a way to work with Chuck Smith, one of the best pass rushers coaches out there. But there's another coach and an area scout, Ryan Dahl. He also explained this, that there's a natural fit. And just because Ulbrich is looking for guys who get up the field quickly, they have explosion, they have twitch, they have burst, and can finish and close to the quarterback, James has all those rolled up into one. So he's already beating expectations. He's sort of, in their eyes, he's almost at that veteran level already, and that's a good problem to have because that's less teaching you got to do. And when you unleash him, you got to expect good things. But also said, Ulbrich wants juice coming off the edge, and James comes screaming off the edge with that 4-4 speed, as I told y'all. So if you're looking for that guy who really changes the count and the tempo of how teams have to play us, that's what James fits in, and he's going to be one of those guys that's going to be hard to game plan for, especially when you have a quick Micah Parsons type talent and Jalen Walker on the other edge. And then you have, in my opinion, John Abraham type edge rush and James Pearce on the other end. These two bookends can be the Falcon bookends for the next 5 years at the least. So this defense has a cornerstone to build on, which I said that they need to do anyway. You add veterans A.J. Terrell, Jesse Bates behind them in that secondary. That alone helps these young guys because if they can get more pressure on the quarterback, those guys don't have to cover as long. If those guys cut down routes and do their job, you get more sacks. So those two things work together, and I think that's going to be positive for the Atlanta Falcons. Um, but the expectation there, and his position coach, Jacque Smith said he's a guy who's going to be a force to be reckoned with, and I absolutely agree with that 100%. You talk about a guy in college who put up good sack numbers the last 2 years, and I think that can translate well to the next level. So James Pearce, he has all the tools that you need: size, speed, pursuit, aggressiveness, anything you can name, he possesses that. So to all these Cowherd followers out here that agree with what he said about the Falcons losing that first round pick, sometimes like they say, you got to say damn them picks and go for it. And that's exactly what they did, and this may pay out big time for the Falcons down the road, and I absolutely think it will. But y'all tell me what y'all think about James Pearce. What do y'all expect from him? What is your expectation for James Pearce? Let me know. Drop those comments, man. Let's debate this out for man. Y'all know we do it on Sports Machine. It's your boy Antoine Smith signing off. I will holler at y'all soon, man. Peace.